have a lot of ocean-related problems that we deal with. You know, it's a good job. Just can be stressful, especially you know, when the surf is high.
Like today?
Today's could be a stressful day. We don't have too many people in the water. Summertime is actually our most stressful times, and it just it gets busy, and a lot of people need our assistance, especially with oceans. Problems are our biggest concern. We also deal with a lot of EMS and first aid problems. You know, with the bike path and all the other establishments around Santa Monica, we get quite a few calls.
So today, have you had any calls?
Not so far. Actually, this morning, the guys that we relieved in the morning, they had a woman that was, what was it? It was kind of a psychological rescue. I think she was
under the influence of a narcotic of some kind. And so
but she wasn't in the water.
She was not in the water.
They do, like Bay Street's a real popular area for surfing. Just up and down the Santa Monica South area, Santa Monica North has a lot of people that go in the water. But surfing, as far as surfing, most surfers are on their flotation, so that's we monitor them, but it's the swimmers that kind of give us more problems. It's more of the it's kind of wild. Some of the times we'll get these the dead bodies that wash up, and that's kind of a trip. You know, bodies
every year
for unexplained reasons they'll wash up on the beach. You know, different. You know, we don't get in too far as the corner comes by, and we just get them out of the ocean.
You get them out of the ocean, and then you bring them over to the
police. But those are pretty wild. We had one. A guy jumped off the Venice Pier. It was just the pier. As we responded out of Santa Monica, we will also respond down to this is our area, and we went down there and couldn't find him. But 2 days later, a fisherman found him and hooked him with his line, and so he kind of got him. So catch of the day, I guess.
Catch of the day.
Yeah. We have ranks. We have our ocean lifeguard recurrents that are on call throughout the year, and they come in for summertime and work summer schedules, and they work particular towers in particular areas. And then we have our ocean lifeguard specialist, which is a rank higher than the recurrent lifeguard, and they run the sub areas in our section. And then we have like captains that also run the sub areas where they supervise the lower ranks. Then we have chiefs. Then we have other positions like we're in this headquarters. We have a 24-hour service. So we're not up all night. It's kind of like a fire station. We're like here on call and respond and assist and support the other lifeguards in the field. And but we communicate with all the lifeguards either via their department radios.
So if you want to become a lifeguard, I mean, here in Santa Monica, are the rules different than, let's say, Manhattan Beach?
No, it's all LA County Fire Lifeguard Division, and anybody who's trying to be a lifeguard through LA County, they will go through our LA County Lifeguard trial exam. And once they pass that exam, they usually take about 100 people, and they'll send them through rookie academies. But before that, they go through physicals and background investigations, and just an extensive series of tests and stuff. And then throughout the rookie school, when they participate, they will graduate if they pass all these series of tests.
What do you love about being a lifeguard?
Oh, God. Love the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the ocean, love the beach. Can we go off the record for a second?
The chick?
You know what? Our clientele that lay out on the beach, it's really nice to be around them as well.
Well, they're happy to be around you.
Yeah, well. All their
there's three sections.
There's three sections: northern, so we're in central, and then Hermosa, which is our southern section. We also have lifeguards on Catalina Island, and it's divided into those sections so we can manage the recurrent staff. And then we have close to 800 recurrent lifeguards, and they make themselves available. Like so, these guys right here, they're on the first page. They go through like different numbers. These are their list number. Hemming and Fred
organized lifeguarding. What we have like now, used to be guys on horseback.
Find that.
And they used to have rowboats where they used to make rescues with. And what they used to have is basically it was a big metal can that looked like had the shape of a torpedo. was one of the first rescue devices that they had. There was a loosely knit lifeguard service here, but then George Freeth did his main, I guess, claim to fame was there was a shipwreck off of Venice by the breakwater, what is now called the breakwater. It was a Japanese fishing vessel, and he saved, I think, 7 or 17 lives on that rescue. And so, with his techniques and with what he knew about lifeguarding,
That's how it started.
That's how the modern day lifeguarding started. Yeah. The person who really started lifeguarding was a guy named George Freeth, who was who the Duke Hanamoku learned from George Freeth. He's part Hawaiian, part German. And he was basically he's the he's the father of lifeguarding. And yeah, most of the
Ravioli?
Is this an emergency?
Maybe not. Probably not.
You know how to acknowledge after that?
All repeater sites are now running normal. All units are released from radio standby. Resume normal operations. Sally repeating. All repeater sites are now running normal. All units are released from radio standby.
It's 1961.
These are some of the older lifeguards.
Mm-hmm. Oh. No, you know what?
It's a dory.
Are you gonna get some food?
We don't really use them much anymore, but we do use them for just races and competitions and stuff like that.
Why don't you use them anymore? Because they're too slow?
They're too slow and they're not very practical for today. We have, you know, PWCs, personal watercraft, like jet skis that we use.
This is our first aid room, so we can like walk in. Somebody has you know, a minor first aid or something that needs attention. We can help them out. This is basic first aid equipment. We do have resuscitators. We have defibrillators. We have backboards and other, you know, equipment that we can assist with. We have a little office in here with our bunks. We have because there's 3 people here at night. Then we have this. There's a place for them to sleep. So we have these Murphy beds. It's you know, my partner will sleep down here. The captain sleeps upstairs, and I sleep in another room. We have male locker rooms.
They only have male locker rooms?
Oh, well, before they did.
Oh,
now,
okay.
You know, years ago they added female locker rooms. We started getting more and more females. I'll show you where we have a dive compressor, or a compressor that fills our dive tanks, and this is it. Those are our supervisor. That's our chief, fire chief, Pete Freeman, and you know, our core values. But a lot of guys, you know, are doing other things like mountain biking or rock climbing or hiking, just something to stay fit. So most guys stay pretty fit. The guys that don't, usually don't last too long. Because, you know, everyone was a swimmer to initially get on, but if you don't keep it up, you will lose.
Yeah.